At one point of time, you did a lot of iconic films, Rangila or something like that. But nowadays, you're more focusing on showing women from literally all angles possible. Like Prithvi Raj is there, that kind of bombed.
I mean, I think any film, I think it is not to do with the subject or not to do with the background. I think it fails or works because of the grip in the film and people watch it. So I don't think you can blame a genre,
do you blame the actors or something for not giving much of their dates?
The scene was very difficult for me. Bikini scene was kind of easy because I'm inspired by him, I'm obsessed with him, and I love him as a guru. I was working with sir. I mean, so somewhere back of my head, I was aware कि sir की फिल्में जो बनती है वो absolutely release होती ही है.
Dangerous movie की अगर बात करें, that didn't release.
Yeah, I mean that's a long story. So let's not get into that now.
कि अगर RGV sir आप अगर लड़का होते इस फिल्म में, who would your ideal be and what would your love triangle be like?
I don't ever make a film on लड़का.
क्यों सर आप trying act क्यों नहीं कर रहे? मतलब act, why can't you act sir? हेलो हाय व्हाट्सअप इंडिया ग्लिट्स बॉलीवुड फैमिली, मैं हूं आपका जतन और आज हम बातचीत करने वाले द मैन द मिथ द लेजेंड आरजीवी सर एंड हिज अपकमिंग फिल्म एंड उनकी स्टार पूजा भालेकर जी. सो दैट्स व्हाट वी गोना टॉक अबाउट. सो हाय सर, कैसे हो आप? हाउ आर यू फीलिंग?
Good, excited, super excited. Yeah.
So my first question is definitely to you sir, that at one point of time you did a lot of iconic films, Rangila or something like that. But nowadays, you're more focusing on showing women from literally all angles possible, and giving a treat to the eye, obviously. So what was and why was this transition happening, and do you feel the market wise or something like that?
See, to start with, I think that's an exaggerated thing because I'm the only director in the entire country who makes all kinds of genres of films. And whether I make a horror film, even if you take my last 5 films, I made a murder mystery or something on an encounter. I did some Naxalite background film. And of course, I did Dangerous and Ladki. But only because people like women, they'll only remember those 2 films and they'll forget all the other films. So the blame is on them, not on me. Yeah.
What made her? कि मतलब यही लड़की होगी मेरी लड़की के लिए.
Basically because this is a martial arts film और स्क्रिप्ट की जो main character है, it is a female martial artist. And I was very particular, I needed an original martial artist. ऐसा नहीं कि एक actor है उसको training दे दो और उसके बाद manipulate करो, back shot लगा के, dupe लगा के, VFX करके. I didn't want that, so I think and she was the best I could find after a long hunt. Yeah.
How was your reaction, getting finalized as the ladki or the girl?
It was unbelievable. I mean, I was like, is this really happening? I mean, I'm standing in front of sir and he's telling me, okay, you are the ladki for this film. So it was really exciting. I'm still in disbelief.
I mean, आपका क्या reaction था, first when RGV sir, you met him on sets or, when he told you the story, like ऐसा है, martial arts का हम पहला भारत में first time ऐसे कुछ करेंगे. So आपने कुछ reference के लिए कुछ किया या मतलब आपके expectations क्या थे?
रेफरेंस एक्चुअली ब्रूस ली था क्योंकि ये फिल्म उनके ऊपर बनाई जा रही है, एक ट्रिब्यूट है ब्रूस ली के ऊपर. तो उनका जो पास्ट रहा है, उनकी जो फिल्में रही है, तो वही एज ए रेफरेंस, मतलब उनकी इंटेंसिटी, उनकी फाइटिंग स्टाइल्स को ध्यान में रखते हुए हमने शूट किया था, जो भी एक्शन सीन्स हम लोग अचीव कर रहे थे इस फिल्म में.
So लव ट्रायंगल ऐसा कुछ मैं ट्रेलर में देखा था, ब्रूस ली, यू एंड द लीड ऑफ द मेन लीड, राइट? सो ऐसा कैसे, मतलब as a guy or as a girl, no one would say Bruce Lee and have a fantasy or something.
Yeah.
But आपके इसमें you made it like that, so आपका inspiration कैसा था?
See, I think because lots of times it can happen. आपका जो एक passion है आपका, and passion can be inanimate. Like it's not a person, it can be a job, it can be a certain art you want to carry forward. And lots of times it can happen that the partner in your life might not like it. Maybe not giving enough time, or maybe that is not the right thing for the other person. They can have views. So likewise, I feel here the beauty is like Pooja's obsession for Bruce Lee, who's died a long time back, but the present boyfriend who was obsessed with her, and he thinks her obsession for Bruce Lee will put her in trouble and he wants her to get out, and that I thought was a uniquely placed love triangle.
I was like, you thought कि मतलब ब्रूस ली को वैसे भी I admire, but in the film when you admire, क्या आपने कुछ changes किए कि नहीं? This is the routine, normal routine जैसा था.
नहीं, नॉर्मल रूटीन तो नहीं था बिकॉज कुछ यूनिक प्रोजेक्ट था, तो लाइक आई एम इंस्पायर्ड बाय हिम, आई एम ऑब्सेस्ड विथ हिम एंड आई लव हिम एज अ गुरु.
RGB sir.
No. Bruce Lee, I'm talking about Bruce Lee. The
Okay,
film.
yeah.
So I'm obsessed with him. So whatever decisions I'm making in the film, my character is making very difficult decisions of her life. So she thinks about Bruce Lee कि अगर मेरी जगह Bruce Lee होते तो क्या करता. तो काफ़ी ups and downs होते हैं उसके लाइफ में उसके decisions की वजह से. And there's this interesting situation where she has to choose between Bruce Lee or her love affair. So it will be really interesting to see that who will she choose in the end.
This film का trailer dropped 2 years back, first trailer, right?
I think
हाँ
so.
तो फिर ये gap.
See, because the reason, of course, one of the main thing is the COVID pandemic, you know. And second is because we tied up with a Chinese company as a co-production, and we had some add-ons in that. And then the third part is because it's a co-production, we need a simultaneous release. So even after the COVID wave was over, when we had it, they didn't have it, you know, and they had it, we didn't have it. So it was difficult to just combine the date, and finally that is where we reached here.
आपको मतलब you felt कि movie release होगी नहीं होगी, आपका डर वर like you fearing or something कि वैसे.
I mean, apart from the pandemic thing, I was working with sir. I mean, so somewhere back of my head, I was aware कि सर की फिल्में जो बनती है वो absolutely release होती ही होती है. तो वो एक डर नहीं था मुझ में. आई वॉज सुपर कॉन्फिडेंट कि फिल्म बनी है तो वो रिलीज़ होगी, तो वो डर नहीं था मुझ में. एंड जो पैंडमिक वाला था उस टाइम पे थोड़ा आई वाज लिटिल वरीड बिकॉज एक राइट टाइम पे डेब्यू लेना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एंड फिल्म ऑलरेडी बन के रेडी थी एंड सर ने जैसे कहा कि सिचुएशंस डिफरेंट थे, तो थोड़ा एंग्जाइटी भी हो रहा था. एंड आई वॉज नर्वस बिकॉज वी हैव वर्कड रियली हार्ड टू अचीव वॉट वी हैव अचीव इन द फिल्म एंड आई वॉज गेटिंग रेस्टलेस कि वर्ल्ड कप देखेगा. एंड आई वॉन्टेड पीपल टू नो कि मतलब देयर इज दिस गर्ल Pooja Bhalekar and she exists. So you know, I wanted the film to release as soon as possible, and finally we are doing that. So I'm really happy.
Yeah, so how she lighted upon the fact sir कि timing is important. So dangerous movie की अगर बात करें that didn't release.
Yeah.
So what did you feel or what do you feel went wrong or something कि मतलब.
It'll come out. I mean, we just because we lost that opportunity, and I was fixed on July 15th for Ladki, and because it is tied up with the release of China, so I wanted to concentrate on that first and then come to that later. So that will come out a month later.
Sure. मतलब फिर अप्रैल या मई में रिलीज होने वाला था, but why didn't that happen?
I mean, that's a long story, so let's not get into that now. Yeah.
Cool, sir. No worries about that. But yes, as you said, Indo-Chinese का पहला collaborative movie type कुछ आ रहा है, and it's releasing in 40K screens, 40,000 screens in China and all भी मतलब मैंने पढ़ा था कहीं. So is that true first of all?
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, because see, they are looking at it like because one is a martial arts is like one of the favorite genres of Chinese, and they find it very exotic to see an Indian girl doing their kind of martial arts. I think that has become a very big, unique piece for China. Yeah.
हाँ तो in India, do you think it will be the same response like 40,000 तक जाएगा?
No. India, first of all, it only has 8,000 screens.
Okay.
Workable, first of all. No, point one. And point two is releasing in all languages together. And the screen count will only know about 2 days before, depending on how the other theatres are occupied and things like that. But I would like to think it will go to around maybe about 2,000 screens.
Nice, sir. All the best for that. But where did you spot her? Tell me, take us through that experience.
I mean, I went on a long hunt, like for example, giving mails to martial arts schools and things like that, and I didn't get any, I mean, really workable kind of choices. And some person kind of told me that there is a girl called Pooja Bhalekar in Pune. She's very proficient, and then we contacted her, and she came. And after seeing her demonstration, I immediately decided on her.
And your journey, martial arts, karate, Olympics, वैसा line of thought ही होता है generally. But how did you come to let's try modeling, let's try acting?
No, I never thought about it. I was really focused on my martial arts career. So I started from participating in district level, state level, and then national level, and I have represented India in Asian Games. And in 2014, I have received a state award from Maharashtra government for my lifetime achievement. So my father wanted me to join, like regular government job, but I didn't want to do it. And luckily, I mean, God का कोई और ही plan था. And then sir like said, he got my reference from someone, and then I got a call from sir. I went there with my father and gave him a demo. So he was pretty much happy with whatever I did. So he said, okay, you have your experience. So I have 14 years experience in Taekwondo, and I'm a second dan black belt also. So like, okay, it's all there, I agree, but I want you to learn Jeet Kune Do, that's Bruce Lee's martial art. So for this film, it's necessary for you to take a training in this specific martial art style. So for 3 years, I was rigorously training for Jeet Kune Do, and then we started experimenting and doing some experiment shoots with the action scenes and everything. And then sir said, okay, I think you're ready now, and then we finally started working on the film.
Did she meet all your expectations, sir?
I think she's gone far beyond. Yeah.
ऐसा कोई नहीं कि मतलब ये थोड़ा ठीक नहीं था और this isn't that up to the mark. Nothing. Like Prithviraj is there, like that kind of bombed.
I mean, I think any film, I think it has not to do with the subject or not to do with the background. I think it fails or it works because of the grip in the film and people watch it. So I don't think you can blame a genre,
Or do you blame the actors or something for not giving much of their dates?
I mean, no.
Okay, that became an issue recently when Akshay Kumar did it in 40 days or something.
No, I don't think.
And for Rocketry it took 3 years.
He didn't say that. He said, I finished it in 45 days. It's not like, he said it in the context of compromising on the film's quality. That's not the truth.
उनके डायरेक्टर ने भी ये कहा था कि he went with a fake mustache and he didn't grow it naturally. ऐसे allegations, not allegation, but उन्होंने मतलब ये कहा था quotes में, Twitter or something, like in social media, he said that कि अक्षय कुमार का commitment नहीं था or something like that. So do you think the actors का जो commitment है that is proportional to the success of the film?
I mean, anything which is added will always contribute to the success. I can't tell the degree unless specifics. I think everyone is going in with their eyes open. It's not like any surprises. Yeah. So if he's not going to wear a mustache, if that is true, which I don't know, and then I think he'll be knowing it much before in advance.
Yeah. Well, आपका obsession Bruce Lee के साथ रहा है in your college days or some childhood part.
Yes.
I saw it in some other interview, but like did this story was like always in the making, or was it like just do it? It's spur of the moment वाला decision था.
I mean, I think it was at the back of my mind since very long time. But once in a while I thought about it, I forgot about it. Again, it comes to me, and then I look at the logistics and the practical aspects of whether I can actually do it. Because anyway, the dearth of martial artists in India, there's no culture. So I think off and on it comes and goes, and then finally it happened. Yeah.
But collaborating with a Chinese production house, हर कोई director या हर कोई production house Indian नहीं करती है. So what was that inspiration that made कि let's just do it a collaborative with martial arts China?
I think it's because of Bruce Lee. Because Bruce Lee is such a very strong and popular figure across the world, and he originates from China. So if an Indian filmmaker is making a film on that concept, I thought there will be a natural interest for them to see what's going on. Yeah.
So like, was it like your approach to them, or were they searching or something?
First.
Okay. So when can we see you back in the mainstream Bollywood or mainstream Collywood or like feature films with you are promoting and launching new stars with all your movies, right? That is like a pattern that you are starting. So with the already renowned stars, तो उनके साथ
I always do it whenever it comes. When my last film with Bachchan was in 2018. Post that I started this, and then the pandemic came. It took away at least 2.5 years from everyone's life. And then also I do Telugu films because I'm actually from Telugu. Yeah.
So like लड़की देखने सब आइए लड़की देखने जाइए और it's releasing theaters and all like 5 languages or something. मैं जाते I would like to ask कि अगर RGV sir आप अगर लड़का होते इस फिल्म में, who would your ideal be and what would your love triangle be like?
If I am ladka in this film?
What is the name? Title ladka hai. Title is boy or porno pai hai.
I don't ever make a film on ladka.
Who would be your ideal? Like how for her it's Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
For who?
That-
For you?
For him also, I think it's Bruce Lee because my
Yeah.
character is obsessed with Bruce Lee,
And
sir
maybe
is
if,
really
if
obsessed
Bruce
with
Lee
him.
was alive, I would have loved to make him the ladka and she the ladki.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
क्यों सर आप trying act क्यों नहीं कर रहे? मतलब act, why can't you act, sir?
Me as Bruce Lee? Like what?
No, not Bruce Lee, sir. That's the other ladka in the film, as the other guy in the film. And in the trailer, some shots I saw of you fighting in saris, you were doing some high kicks and all. So obviously Bruce Lee is, there is some resemblance, obviously. And but like, what was the hardest for you?
I think the sari scene was very difficult because you have to run in that and then you have to perform kicks and everything. So I think that was the sari fight scene was very difficult for me. Bikini scene was kind of easy because yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do both the scenes.
You didn't have any challenges like RJ sir made you comfortable and all?
Yeah, I was always comfortable on this, like on the sets. He never forced me to do anything, any stunts that I'm not sure of or wear anything that I'm not comfortable with. So it's been fun.
Has these martial arts ever came to your rescue in real life?
Kind of. There have been some incidents, but nothing too dangerous or too. Sorry, we are promoting Ladki. Nothing that risky. No.
Yeah, hopefully your Ladki is too Ladki. So yes, on that note, it was great having a conversation with you, sir and Pooja. So yes, hopefully the film is on theaters and you go watch it. So yes, until next time, Jatin signing off. Tada.